G'day everybody and welcome back to our curated playthrough of Mass Effect. In the previous episode we managed to make our way out here to the planet Noveria to continue one of our main objectives. As soon as we arrived we discovered that Matriarch Venezia is also here on Noveria and she's made her way out to Peak 15. Now we're trying to get there ourselves, however the administrator is making it very difficult for us to get there due to the massive blizzard that's happening outside. Now, before we continue, I thought it might be a good idea to just have a quick look at the Codex entry for the planet Noveria.
Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company. The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Noveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Noveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the Executive Board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it is understandable that Noveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
Okay, very good. And I believe one of the companies that operates here does a lot of research on AI, so let's have a look at the entry for that one as well.
An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network. Without its blue box, an AI is no more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality, as variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geth serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity, deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life. The term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative.
Getting a little bit philosophical there, but basically the question is, if they're self-aware, does that mean they're alive? Anyway, in the previous episode we picked up another assignment from this guy called Opold. He wants us to smuggle something. Now, I'm thinking that if we play our cards right and report him, we could use that as leverage to get a pass to get ourselves to Peak 15. So let's have a quick chat with the administrator again.
I am in the middle of 9 things, all of them annoying. What do you want now?
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's smuggling, and I'll act accordingly.
So you'll arrest him?
No one here is fond of trials. They make shareholders nervous. More likely, we would simply let him go. Of course, he would be blacklisted by the companies here.
I'll look into it and get back to you.
I appreciate your report.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Yeah, I really don't like the administrator. Alright, but it doesn't look like he is going to do anything unless we actually have some evidence against Opold. So he's asked us to pick up some contraband in the docking bay. So let's go out there and see if we can find this contraband, and yeah, we might be able to use that as leverage. Now, aside from the assignment that we received from Opold, the administrator's assistant also suggested that we have a chat with some guy called Lorik Keen. So we'll do that as soon as we retrieve this contraband. I believe he's in some hotel or a hotel bar or something like that. Let's have a quick chat here.
I apologize for my rudeness when you arrived. I meant no disrespect. I have a responsibility to protect the safety and privacy of corporations here. The arrival of an Alliance warship was unexpected.
No harm was done.
That is a generous attitude. My thanks. Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
Why are you still here? Are you guarding my ship?
All of the companies have secrets. Some of them deal in things that are not quite legal. Having a Spectre here makes them nervous. Analea-sama is buried under petitions to kick you off-world.
Then you're actually protecting Normandy from the companies.
I am protecting them from themselves. They do not have the personnel or training to assault an Alliance frigate.
There are guards everywhere. Are there that many problems here?
I am sure Parasini-san gave you the ultra-special blah-blah about business here. Everyone wants to be protected from everyone else, but everyone also thinks they have a special right to kick over everyone else.
So you have to keep them from getting too eager.
Most of my job is diplomacy. Two corps start yelling at each other, my people walk in, flash some ceramic, and they start talking civilly. If there is anything this job has taught me, it's how to be impartial.
Don't they have their own security forces?
Everything from hackers to mercenaries. They have investments to protect after all. But we are the only ones allowed to bear arms. Which is why the companies constantly try to bribe my people. I have a clear policy against freelancing. Anyone who works on the side is fired.
Damn, that's strict.
Tell me about yourself.
You first. I'm just a security guard. I heard that there were no human Spectres. How did you get that job?
My crew and I were involved in Saren's raid on Eden Prime.
You disabled the nuke. That makes sense. Special Tactics likes people who can think on their feet. I served in the Marines for a decade, mustered out, and went private sector. I was under fire a few times, so I ended up leading this detail.
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
Okay, well, turns out she's pretty amicable. Once you get to know her, that is. Okay, I think I see what we're looking for here. Alright, so assuming that now we have the package, the administrator might actually give us a pass. However, I think it might actually be wise if we go and have a chat with that Lorik Keen guy and see what he has to offer. Just don't want to play all of our cards immediately here. And if anything, you know, completing more quests will actually net us a lot more credits and possibly a lot more experience and more Paragon points as well. So yeah, we'll check out what Lorik Keen has for us and then we'll decide what to do from there. Now, if I remember correctly, I think they mentioned that the hotel is right across from the entrance on this level, so I'm guessing it's just over there.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Well, everyone here seems to be on a tight leash. Okay, here we are. But you know what? My RPG sensors are telling me that we should actually explore before we head up to the hotel. Just want to see if there's any other people we can talk to, anything interesting we can see. this looks like it might lead us to the garage that we're trying to get to Peak 15. Synthetic Insights. Doesn't look accessible though. Would you just let us through?
Access to the garage is restricted.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave the station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization for Mr. Analeas. No exceptions, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like we'll be able to get through without making a big scene, so let's have a chat with this guy.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm, security tracks card use.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Analeas, and the matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Handshed. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be here.
Okay, so interesting. But the matriarch is at Peak 15, and he's mentioned that there are some problems there right now, so... Bit of a coincidence? I don't think so. Sounds like Peak 15 is really shady, even without Saren and Benezia being involved.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns.
Okay. Chill out, relax. Okay, so presumably this takes us up to the hotels, or the hotel bar, or something like that. Okay, it's sounding a lot livelier up here.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
I don't like this.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
Nah, I don't like her. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I will be on my way.
There you go. 8 Paragon points from that. I believe you can actually complete that mission, but all you get are Renegade points, so yeah, was just trying to avoid that. Here's Lorik, let's have a chat with him.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keen? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
By rents, you mean bribes for Analeus?
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
Ooh, okay. She's not going to be happy about that. Yeah, let's do it.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Okay, so basically Lorik is accusing the administrator of being corrupt, taking bribes, and the administrator is alleging Lorik is also corrupt and investigating his officers. Interesting. Well, I reckon we'll help Lorik retrieve his evidence from his office and see where that takes us.
What sort of offer did they make you?
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They'd only write them down on thin strip.
Full benefits, of course.
Oh, sure, the company takes care of its own. Full insurance, paid vacations, subsidized housing. After a year, I'd start getting stock options.
You hear about the resort then? And the equator? Bounce backing, diving, an accredited ASA Eurofield?
If you like that sort of thing, I'd rather admire the view.
Sounds like a very impressive offer.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if we can speak to this Raphael guy.
Can I help you?
I guess not. There's another section up here as well. A doorman.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Ah, okay, so that must be the hotels.
on Noveria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Do you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with Synthetic Insights. The manager, Laura Key, he got caught with his toes wet. The office is closed by Hanshin's administrator. I need you to see what you can find out about... Are you ready for his name? Ronadril Gon Swa Folsum Keratin Nar Iegi Bella Malaeus. No, that's the administrator. The Hanshin administrator. Now, think about it. A Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's drilled into the boot camp. I think the administrator is using this keen fella to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Novaria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here. Thank you, Elder Brother. I have to go. Yes. I'll speak to you soon.
Very interesting. Sounds like Annaleus might actually be just diverting attention from himself. And this is that Krogan bounty hunter that the Hanar merchant told us about. Security logs, unauthorized transmission. Not sure if you'll receive this, Doctor, but it is imperative you make your way to the safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked. Your base in the Newton system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to the safe location immediately. Right, I smell an assignment. Doctor at risk. While on Noveria, you found a log listing an unauthorized transmission. Apparently someone thinks a doctor located in the Newton system is in grave danger. Unfortunately, it appears the message was intercepted by Noveria security before it was delivered. Well, we'll have to check that out. What is this? Security control unit. Synthetic Insights security disabled. Okay. Well, we're about to go to Synthetic Insights, so with any luck, that would have lightened some of the security that we're about to run into. But we'll see. Okay, before we head down that way, just want to have another chat with Lorik, see if he actually says anything else.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Venezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Venezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstripe suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
You know why Venezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
Interesting observation there. I suppose it could be a form of imprisonment if you were talking to someone that you didn't like. I can see that happening, especially in the corporate world. Mind you, I do work in the corporate sector. Alright. Now, before we head to Synthetic Insights, I actually want to see if we can have a chat once more to Administrator Analeus and see if he actually says anything about what Lorik is accusing him of. See if that actually gets us anywhere in terms of getting a pass. Trouble is, I'm not entirely sure which of them to trust, really.
I presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
Lorik Keen wants me to break into his own office. He says you're corrupt.
Indeed. Surely you can see his story as a lie to cover his own crimes.
You have any proof of that?
I will soon enough. My security teams are seeing to the matter. As a small item of note, Mr. Keen has hidden away certain records that would greatly aid my investigation. If you happen to recover them, I would be in your debt. You understand me?
Sounds very fishy.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Yeah, I don't like it. Whatever it is, we'll probably find out a little bit more once we actually retrieve this evidence. So, let's make our way to Synthetic Insights. See what we can find there. These corporate execs are really not making things easy on us, are they? Everyone's seems to be out trying to backstab each other. Okay, looks like the elevator works now. Might have another chat with Lee here.
So what can I do for you today?
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keen was on the take. So Analeus shut down SI's offices, quiet-like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Okay, let's make our way up there. Now, according to Lorik, there might be some Hanshan security up here ransacking his office, so we might have a bit of a fight ahead of us.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keen gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Analeus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Analeus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Whoa. Okay. That went well, but seems like we still have a few more targets here. These guys don't look like they're standing down, so... Now I've got a very interesting assault rifle with me. It's not really an auto type rifle, it's a single shot rifle. Very powerful though. I do quite like it, actually. Let's see if we can close in on this guy. Looks like he's moved. Mindful that the guy on our right has the high ground. Okay, very good. Just one more. See if we can use Singularity. Damn. These incendiary rounds are really powerful. Okay, I think we're clear. Right then, I think it's time to check this place out. Let's decrypt this. Very good. Alright, let's see what's inside. Whole bunch of loot here. But we're looking for that computer though. I'm guessing it's Lorik Keen's computer that we're looking for. So not in here. Got quite a few crates sitting around. Doesn't look like all of the crates are lootable though. Yeah, definitely not. Looks like some more officers just ahead. Is this it? Yes, it is. You downloaded the evidence from Lorik's computer. Very good. So now we just need to go back to him. Damn it. Nice. Give me that sweet, sweet loot. Alright. Okay. Looks like we may have trouble up ahead. Kara Sterling.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kara Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're here off-duty breaking the law for bribe money. You expect us to feel bad for stopping you?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
Okay. These guys want us dead, that's for sure. Damn, quite a few of them actually. Stasis on that guy. We'll deal with the rest. Okay, managed to take out those two. Just need to wait for this guy to come out of stasis. Couple more targets though. I think they might be downstairs. Nice. Okay. Since we've got the high ground, let's change to the sniper here. Okay, very good. One more. Good teamwork. I think that's it. Righto then. So, I guess we can now go downstairs and see if we can find some more loot. And hopefully we can loot in peace. Another crate here. Alright. Must be some very expensive offices here. Got like fountains and everything going on. Must cost a fortune to run, you know, all that power, pumping all of that water constantly. Another office down here. Not much. Upgrade kit. Nice. Can't really access that computer over there. Okay, well... I don't think there's anything else here. So, we might need to make our way back to Lorik and see if he can give us his pass. Now that we've completed his request. This way. Ooh. Gianna's here.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Okay, so... there seems to be a little bit more to this request than first meets the eye. So Gianna now wants to have a chat with us after we've retrieved that evidence against the administrator. Certainly a lot of corporate conniving going on here. Everyone seems to be backstabbing each other. We may as well entertain this Gianna and at least see what she wants from us. Okay, back at the hotel bar. So there's Lorik. Now, where can we find Gianna? Ah, there she is. Okay, let's see what she wants first.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Harasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits. Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Okay. Maybe she'll tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Jeez, that's serious.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
Containment breach.
Alright, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Well, we now have 2 reports of the administrator's corruption, so I reckon he's probably guilty. Let's see if we can speak to Lorik and get him to testify.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Analeus. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Damn. We got 24 Paragon points from that. Let's just quickly check. Ooh, yeah. Our Paragon meter is filling up quite nicely, but we still don't have any extra charm points to put it into. Or to put our skills into, anyway. You know what? Maybe we can spend a little bit on the pistol perk here. Yeah, let's get Advanced Marksman. Liara has a couple of extra points, maybe Advanced Throw? Yeah. And Tali. So she has 4 extra points, but yeah, I really want to just save this just in case we need like max electronics or max decryption sometime soon. So yeah, maybe we'll leave it for now. Alright, well, now that Lorik is happy to testify, well, we've sort of forced him to testify, but coerced, persuaded him to testify. Yeah. We now need to have a chat with Gianna and see if we can set things in motion, but we still have that one assignment to complete, the smuggling assignment that Opold asked us to do. Now, I'm not keen on smuggling for him, so I'm actually going to turn him in, and to do that I think we actually need the administrators around. So let's have a chat with the administrator first, turn Opold in, and then we can report back to Gianna.
Spectre, have you by any chance acquired Mr. Keen's so-called evidence?
No, not yet.
No doubt you have more pressing demands on your time. As do I, to be frank.
I have the package Opold wanted me to smuggle.
I am no weapons expert, but it seems to me that this is a rather advanced device. Certainly contraband. It would have been unfortunate if this had reached its buyer.
How thankful are you?
I am willing to give you 200 credits and a pass to leave Hanshan. Not without an understanding between us, of course. You can only go to Peak 15 to speak to Lady Benezia. If you cause trouble or if the staff asks you to leave, you will be thrown off-world.
You know, that's a dangerous weapon. It shouldn't be left unsecured. I should impound it.
Of course. That makes perfect sense. I wouldn't know what to do with it anyway. It would be best if you kept it. If there is nothing else, I would like to go back to work.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Still an ass despite everything. Well, good riddance then, because we're about to report him.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Nice. I really didn't like that administrator, so I'm glad he got what was coming to him. But now that he's out of his office, we might actually be able to just have a quick peek. I was eyeing this wall safe ever since we got here. Nice. Couple of upgrades there. Okay, now with the administrator gone and a pass from both the administrator and Gianna in head, we should be able to go to the garage and actually get through this time. So, but before we actually do that, I'm curious about whether or not the captain of the guards, what's her name? I think it's Mayeko or something like that, or Matsuo. I'm just curious if she has anything different to say after our encounter with Kira Sterling, because she was taking bribes, or no, working a side job under her nose. So let's just quickly have a chat with her first. See if we can find out a little bit more. Matsuo.
Commander, I'm glad you stopped to talk. I wanted to tell you how unfortunate it was that Analea-sama was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Rest assured, I bear you no ill will.
Unfortunate? He was a criminal, Captain.
The Executive Board is not concerned with galactic law, Commander. That's why this planet was settled, after all. As far as they are concerned, Analea-sama went too far. On Noveria, you may do what you wish, so long as you do not disturb public order. I only request that you limit the number of disturbances you provoke. I would consider it a favor.
I don't intend to make life difficult for anyone.
I appreciate that, Commander. If you will excuse me, I must file reports on this incident. Good day.
Okay, I actually got both names right technically, because her name is actually Mayeko Matsuo. So I actually got half right each time. But yeah, I guess it's as to be expected from a corporate world. Money and status seems to govern everything here. But anyway, I think it's time to proceed and continue the main objective. Get to the garage and see what we have to do from there. Now, it's been a while since I've actually played Mass Effect, so I can't exactly remember if there are any other quests on this world that we can do. But I assume that we've probably picked up all of them at this point. But in the process of making these videos, I'll check and just make sure, and if there's anything else, we'll try and pick those quests up.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Thank you. Ah, here we go. Of course there's Geth here.
I'd say these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Okay, that was a destroyer. Looks like another one over there. Very good. Just these stalkers.
Where are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Alright. So much for your security, Maeko.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
Of course she did.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
That's the priority there. Investor panic. As opposed to loss of life. Alright. Let's see. Anything we can loot around this area? No? Not really seeing anything. Pretty barren. Oh, actually. Just an upgrade kit. Better than nothing. Alright, so it looks like the Mako is already sitting there ready for us, so I'm guessing we're driving from here on out. But anyway, guys, I reckon this is a pretty good place for a bit of a break. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a like, dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you in the next one.